Hi everyone, it's Misty here from TheJollyFatElf. Happy Monday. Thank you so much for joining me. I apologize that there wasn't a video on Friday, but the weather changed and my neck was bothering me and I could not look down very well, so I had to miss out on Friday's upload, but we're here today. So I was kind of moving things around, like I make piles and move things around, and I found a basket of Black Santa themed items. I'd found some on Amazon. I've got some like money holders and some tags and stuff. I'm going to share with you what's in my basket. But in today's video, we're going to take the kind of mass produced commercially either a gift card holder or money holder, and we're going to add a little pizzazz to it and how to make it feel more homemade. So that is what we're doing in today's video. I wanted to let you know that I've put the Etsy shop on sale for 20% off on all cards and stuff. The t-shirts will be 10% off. So I would appreciate if you want to buy, feel free. If you can't, I completely understand. You can like and leave a comment. That is just as helpful. Speaking of comments, don't forget to leave a comment on all the videos for the month of November. On December 4th, I will pick a random video and a random commenter to win a prize. I think. We may be changing that because I've had the hardest time getting winners to contact me. So keep commenting because I am going to have a giveaway, but we may have to figure things out. So yeah. Anyways, that's it. If I can find these on Amazon again, I will link them down below. And if I can't, I just literally got on Amazon and like searched Black Santa and just let all of it pop up so I could find something. Again, something that we need to do better about in the crafting community. But yeah, so anyway, that's it. What else do I need to tell you? Etsy shop is on sale. You will have a video Wednesday, Friday. What else? I guess that's it. Next week is Thanksgiving here in the US. I feel like time is flying. I don't know about you. So anyway, that's enough jibber jabber. Let's head over to the craft table and I'm going to walk you through this simple way to jazz up some commercially made cards. Now I gotta put my glasses on because I can't see none. Right, here's a look at my basket of goodies. You already saw me make a project with the Black Santa ornament. I also have Kwanzaa ornaments that we'll be using. And here are the tags and the money holders. So we're going to be using the money holders today. Isn't that angel just the cutest little baby you have ever seen in your life? She is so sweet and so cute, and we are definitely going to be using her on a card at some point in our lives. Not this week. Okay, so here's a look at the 5 designs that came in the set that I picked up off Amazon. You can see here that they're traditional cash holders. Do people still give cash at Christmas? I thought most people gave gift cards. So what I've decided to do is we're going to cut off the front and we're going to make shaker cards. Now, I'm going to put the measurements for these down in the description box down below. But if you don't find these exact ones, you'll have to measure on your own. And that's what took me the longest time, was measuring. So I cut these down to 3 1/4 by 6. I didn't take off the length. I just cut off that flap. I'm cutting down a piece of white cardstock to 7 by 6 1/2. I think these are actually 6 1/4. So 7 by 6 1/2, and then I scored it at 3 1/2. So I'm just putting those to the side. I'm not going to waste them. I'm going to hold on to them. And then I'm going to bring in some white cardstock. And again, I cut this at 7 by 6 1/2. And here's my trying to write down measurement. Do I ever measure? No, I never measure for you guys, but I did today because I love these so much. I think they're so much fun. So I'm cutting this down to 7 first on the 8 1/2 side. So when I make traditional slimline, because this is basically a mini slimline, I cut them at 7 by 8 1/2. So literally you could have cut this at 7 by 8 1/2 and had a regular slimline card. So the piece that was left over will actually fit on the front of a regular slimline card. Hopefully that makes sense. If it did not, I apologize. Now, I had a hard time. I had a hard time finding the 6.5 inch mark on this. So a couple of them I had to recut. I was like, what are we doing? So I wasted a couple of pieces of paper. Well, I didn't waste them. I put them to the side. They were the wrong size. One of them I scored at the completely wrong spot. I'm like, Missy, what are you doing? Listen, it's okay to make mistakes. It's just paper. We can start again. Unless you're like me. So I think it was like 10 years ago, I had someone order some Elmo birthday invitations and they wanted the Elmo envelopes. And I messed up all of my red cardstock. So Rob and I had to go basically in a hurricane to Michael's to get more red cardstock. It wasn't really a hurricane, but it was like torrential rain. And I was like, oh my word, I'm never doing this again. So again, scored those at 3.5. And now I'm going to bring in some glitter paper. And this is the one where I'm like, oh, I messed one up. So I had to do it again. I am going to be bringing in some glitter paper. Now I'm a little mad at myself because this glitter paper was originally, well, the one I'm using was originally, I think it was was it 8.5 by 11? I can't remember. It may have been A4 size. But the other ones I have, it was 12 by 12. And I'm like, Misty, you should have left some 12 by 12. But I hardly ever make cards that are slimline. You know what I mean? Like I don't do them all the time. So we are doing my favorite trick to make shaker cards. So I have the same envelopes that I used in the last time I made these, which I think was last week or the week before. So these are the ones that fit in a 2 size card. These will still fit. So if you didn't see my last shaker video, they're quick, simple 5-minute shaker cards, real quick. You use any kind of cellophane, pocket. These are clear envelopes. You add a piece of adhesive on one side. You adhere the flap and then you put your stuff inside and then adhere the top and you're good to go. These are really, really quick and simple. And then these took me an hour, but if I hadn't spent so much time measuring and trying to decide what I wanted to do, I would have been done with these probably in under 30 minutes, to be quite honest. They would have gone just that fast. So that's tear and tape. You can use score tape, etc. I'm using a mix of clay, those little clay things I got off AliExpress. That is the best place to buy these sprinkles and stuff for your cards, because the people that sell this, the craft stores that sell this, like that's where they get it. Either that or Alibaba, and then they just divide it up. Now there was a bit more of a side panel here, you can see, than what we had before, because this is of course not as wide. So I went ahead and used some tape runner to tape that flap down. I didn't want to risk cutting it. I mean, it probably wouldn't have mattered, but I didn't want to risk cutting it, so I used some snail. Oy vey. So do you have to do these to these? No. But I feel like this is really not, I don't want to say it's super simple. It's not a difficult process. It could be, simple or not, depending on your ability level. And you can see here, I got I got these everywhere because my hands were like, we're not working today. So yeah, so the procedure isn't complicated, but it may or may not be simple. So I literally just took off that backer sheet and I'm adhering it down, and that's your shaker. And this could go on glitter cardstock. This could go straight on a card. It's completely up to you. Again, I'm not trying to make this too complicated. I just wanted to add a little pizzazz, and these would probably sell really well at a craft fair. I'm just saying. Oh, that was the sound of it. I talked right over it. Sorry. So I thought for a minute I was going to put some twine or something around it. I knew that they were going to need something, but I couldn't really figure out what it was going to be. So this is my Basket O glitter paper. And if Amazon has the exact paper I bought, I will list it down below. It doesn't shed. It comes in beautiful colors. I really had this is when I'm like, dang it, I put the wrong measurements. So the glitter paper measures 3 3/8 by 6 3/8. This may be the first time I've ever used a 3/8. Wait, no, Misty, you dodo bird. 5 3/8. I use 5 3/8 a lot. And here's where I'm like, oh, I cut these wrong. So, and again, it was really hard to find the halfway point on my trimmer, and come to find out it's all the way to the end. And so right there, I was able to get them all scored up. Like even using the ruler on my mat, I'm like, what did I do wrong? Again, it's paper. It is what it is. So I didn't have quite enough red. So I did pull in a green, and I pulled in a gray. I don't have any black left either. So I ended up using a gray for the Senta and the buffalo plaid. I just didn't feel like the red fit and the green didn't fit. So I pulled in that gray. And it's still a pretty color. This glitter paper is so pretty. You guys know I love glitter. Got glitter nails when you're watching this. So, but again, not something that you have to do, but something that's fun, gives it a little bit, jazzes it up just a little bit, a little tiny baby bit. And and I'm keeping the leftovers because as you guys know, I'm doing Project Use Your Stuff where I'm trying to be zero waste. What are words today? Okay, so I am going to be adhering the glitter paper with snail, so basically tape runner, and I'm going to be adhering the shaker card with tearing tape. You could also do liquid glue for this. You guys know I don't like to use liquid glue when I'm doing shakers, but if you're someone who's not messy, it would be okay. You just need something that's going to be a super strong adhesive, and this kind of adhesive normally is. And actually, if you were going to sell these like at a craft fair or something where they're going to get handled, a hot glue gun would also probably work. So these are just getting the tearing tapes because it works, and I have an Etsy shop, but it's not like, 10 people are going to come up and shake these or whatever on my end. So I'm just removing the backer sheet off of that and getting them adhered and trying to be as close as possible. Aren't these so much fun? I love shaker cards. We've talked about this before. I just had a special project and I did 2 shaker cards and I was like, oh, I love them so much fun. And again, how cute are these Santas? These Santas are the cutest. I think my favorite is the one with the aqua background. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised. So here, I slowed it down to show you that you could put that back in there and it could still be a money card, or you could use that second piece to make a pocket to put in a gift card. So I had these little stocking resins and I thought, ooh, what about a bow with the stocking on it? And I was like, yes. And then I remembered I don't need to tie bows because I already have bows. I bought like 100 red bows a couple of years ago and I am still making my way through them. So I'm going to put a piece of tearing tape on the edge. The bow will cover it, the entire thing, and it'll help the bow stick. And then I'm going to bring in large glue dots to put on the back of these stockings. Now, these are just little resin stockings that I got off AliExpress. Really, really cute. I don't think you would get them in time to make cards for Christmas if you ordered them now. I think it took about 3 or 4 weeks for me to get them. So I've sewed this down to real time and you can just see how cute is that. And while the shaker isn't elevated, that little resin piece is. So I would still either put a piece of cardstock on the front of these to kind of make it even, or see if you can get these hand canceled, or just give them to someone you know. So I had a little piece of the adhesive that fell over, so I just put it back. But that's it. These were quick, simple, easy. The procedure is, again, your ability level. I feel like that's ableist language and I hate doing it because I'm disabled too, but you guys know what I mean. So that's it. Let me know what you think of these in the comments down below. I am so excited to be back and feeling better, and I hope that you are too. I will have the Etsy shop listed down below, and I also will have my planner channel listed down below. I'm trying to get into that. I haven't posted but one video over there yet. but we'll get to it at some point. So yeah, so thank you so much for joining me today, friends. I really do appreciate it. And like I said, there's no pressure to buy. If you can, thank you very much. And if you can't, your likes and your subscribes and your comments mean the world and helps just as much. So that's it for me. These will be listed in the Etsy shop. I don't have any pictures of them yet, so give me a couple of days. But yeah, so that's it, friends. I love your faces, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye for now.